episode 176. I have been away from you guys for a long time, 1 week exactly. I keep meaning to come back and do an episode, and I said, well, how long am I going to be on here for? How much time do I have? I was going to do one yesterday, and I said before I went to town, I said I had like 10 minutes. I'm like, it's going to be a little bit more than 10 minutes, probably, because I haven't done one for a week. It is the topics to talk about today, the glorious March break. I got a shit ton of topics. 4-H calves, maybe a joke. Trade, the three T's. Trade, tariffs, and twit, Trump. I guess that's four. Trade, tariffs, Trump, and twit. 4 T's. A little bit of exercise, a little bit of hockey, a little bit of my birthday parties, and where shall we start? Yes, it's March break, and I didn't know high school. I'd forget. Until you have kids, I forget high school was off the same time. I said to my oldest daughter, I said, I didn't know you were off March break because I thought they had like reading week, but maybe that's university. So you get confused when you have 4 kids, and so they were all off March break. My second daughter is born in leap year, so she can have a birthday when there's a non-29th of that year. She can have a birthday anytime she wants. So she had a party last night, and a bunch of girls were here. Yay for me! So they were doing a bunch of stuff. So that was okay. My other daughter, the youngest daughter, she is hockey crazy. So 2 hours every morning this week, we took her to Barrie for a training thing with her cousin, and it was pretty good. So I can't. Like I said lots of times in the past, I said I don't push her. If she wants to do it, I'll take her. I suggest certain things, and she does it. So. And if I sound a bit shitty this morning, it's because I got a fucking cold, and I don't know what the hell happened. I think it's like on the edge of a cold, sinus. Now, since I've had my sleep machine, I have not had a cold in probably 3 years. And because the sleep machine blows air through your nose and it keeps it clear during the night, sometimes I've been on the edge of a cold and then, not had it. So, but it's caught me, and I'm blowing my nose, a red nose, and everything else. So. Who knows? It's not like a bad cold with chest pains and whatnot, but that's how I sound a bit groggy this morning. Mystery is on, sending me memes at 6 o'clock in the morning. Or memes. March break, I'm assuming your daughter's off as well. And I was saying birthday parties and whatnot. Mystery, my mom's 80th is tomorrow. You got the invite right now. So we're having it in Bond Head at the Catholic Hall because it is very inexpensive to listen to. Autumn Unwind's on. Autumn, were you with KJ at the leadership camp? I've seen a picture of you. She sent me one. So the leadership camp, 4-H leadership camp. Mystery, did you ever go to that? I did go to that. I gave KJ a couple tidbits that I cannot share on air, but it was great fun. I remember went there before we went to the university, and a ton of people. Dave T, a whole shitload of people. Niels Nelson, all this other stuff. So enough about that. Let me see. Oh yeah, she came out to Bell Vegas. There you go. Bell Vegas. Belleville. Oh my. I won't get into Belleville. I've talked about that. Listen to my podcast about a year ago. That's when you talk about Bell Vegas. So daughter's birthday party's done. The last day of skating, I said it's -6 this morning, and I said my rink, believe it or not, because it's inside, is still hanging on. And I said to my youngest daughter, get the fuck out. I didn't say fuck. I said, get out there because this is absolutely the last morning you're going to skate this year because it is supposed to be +10, +14 with a shit ton of rain. So that rink will be done. Now, it melted a bit, so it's not perfect, but it's pretty damn good. So I said, get out there. I didn't use the threat of I won't make one next year. Mystery, I can't say that on air, but yes, you're correct. So cows, Emmett Foster was telling me yesterday, or maybe it was the day before, one of my cows, that is my prefix still, that I own with Emmett. Now I sold the mother and she had a calf in her, and he has raised her. So technically he's the one that got her to this point, and he got her excellent. Now I said, is she worth more? Because if she's worth more, sell her. But as we know, Mystery knows, I don't know if Autumn knows as much, but the classification system is just for your own personal farmers nowadays. It does not make a cow worth anymore. It's all about production. It's all about health traits. People that milk cows and robots and everything else, it's all about the health traits. People still hang on to the classification system, the excellent. Of course, Holstein I can't get too crazy, but Oh, mystery, I can't tell you that either. Let's just say it was a joyous occasion. Um, yes, the classification. So she went excellent. I think he had 3 or 4 excellents in the herd, so that was pretty good. Congratulations to him. And I said it's an individual farmer, and it's a good accomplishment to have good cows. But at the end of the day, it's all about their health traits and how much they milk. It doesn't matter if you have excellent cows that don't milk anything, hardly any production, or have a high somatic cell. That's not good either. So, and I'll spin that into my 4-H calves. So I was online, and sometimes I say Facebook's not the best, but other times it is. So I'm online, and Brianne Brown, who used to be Brianne Besley's, having an online sale. And I said, clicked in my head, I said, holy shit, my daughter, the second daughter, Miss Competitive, wants a good calf this year. Like I said, so then I text Miss Brown Messenger on Facebook, and I said, do you have a couple calves that I could, whatever, I forget how I put it. Do you have a couple calves for 4-H? And she told me about this sale, and I said, well, I don't really want to buy them. And she goes, even better, because she wants them back. So that's good. So she's got a couple calves, I think, that are going to finish not on the bottom. Hopefully above mid-pack would be good. KJ entered the studio. KJ, I already went on and on about you already. No, I didn't. But I don't know where Emmett is today. But KJ, I got all mixed up. I thought you were at the 4-H camp, and you weren't. You just went to Bell Vegas to spend some of your hard-earned Middlesex money. But I seen it. I don't know if I sent you a picture of. Fuck, I forget your friend's name that we had dinner with. See, that's how good my memory is. Anyways, I seen a picture of you at the Simcoe Holstein banquet, all done up and looking snazzy. Isn't that a good word? We had a guy a couple weeks ago. He spoke at a corn planter thing. I think I told you about talking about my ex girlfriend, and he used so many old terms like tickety boo, and it was just tickety boo. I haven't heard that far. That would be like my mom would say. Spin that into my mom's birthday, got way off fucking track. So 80th birthday is tomorrow, and she called us last night, and one of her good friends, who we've been like moved up from Woodbridge Woodbridge. I haven't done Woodbridge for a long time. And unfortunately, he passed away. So it was they had a couple. There's Joy and Louis Thibodeau, and this guy worked for the town in Vaughan for years and years and years. Just one of those guys. He'd always volunteer for everything. He volunteered for fairs. I remember he helped us throw bales once in a while. And he's from Newfoundland, so he never really lost. There you go, Erica. He never really lost his Newfie accent, which was kind of funny in a way and kind of weird in a way because he'd been here for like 40 years. But never lost his Newfie accent. But I guess he had. I'm a little bit sad because he was a good guy. You'd always go to a fair. You'd always go to a dinner, church dinner, something like that. He was good friends with my dad, and I guess he had a heart attack. We don't keep in touch that much, but my mom, I think he was 76. So he had a minor heart attack, and then he went into the hospital, and I guess his kidneys failed, and he passed away. So my mom called. It's not funny, but it's kind of just whatever. So she called the wife Joy to see if she got her email to come to the party, and yeah, and then eventually she found out that happened. So it's not good. It's part of life, but it sucks. Louis was a good guy. Rest in peace. And I guess we'll not see you at the party, but great guy. And he used to do woodworking and all this other stuff, and made all this woodworking stuff. He was very integral into antique stuff. He did the Georgia Bay Steam Show and everything else. So great guy. So we'll see. That's what happens when you get the problem is when you get a little bit older, and I think my mom's 70th party, which was 10 years ago, obviously, it was pretty good. The kids were young. I remember that. As you get 80, you start to lose a lot of friends. 85, 90. So it's what we got to look forward to. It's great. But as we get into our 50s mystery, and KJ and Autumn, what are you? You're not even 25 yet, are you? You're 30. So you don't even know what the hell's going on. But for age, I mean, but KJ and us, and KJ is getting up to 50. Davy J is 50. I'm pretty sure Davy J would be 50 by now. But meetings, yes, I could spin meetings into my exercise. So meetings and exercise. So I had my first director board meeting. I cannot tell too much about that, but it was a joyous occasion. I fucking read a shit ton of stuff. Brain was just on overdrive reading all this material of different policies and bylaws and stuff you have to know to make decisions. And then the other directors are joking, did you jump on the weigh scale before you had your first meeting? Because you always gain a shit ton of weight with. Sorry, I was reading my screen. KJ, you know you're not supposed to do that. This year, Davy J's 50. Well, let's get. Sorry, I'm reading this. Davy J is 50. We're gonna hopefully have a party. I can make it. Autumn turns 30 in 2027. Holy shit! Young and Emmett's on. How are you, Emmett? Just swinging back and forth with all these crazy girls and boys. So the other director's getting back. The other director said, make sure you weigh yourself before you start as a board director, because they always have good food at lunch and good food at supper. Of course they have chicken, but there's snacks, there's candies, there is unhealthy food, and there's healthy food. It's all your choice, but you're sitting down all day. It's not like you're jumping around exercising. You drive in your vehicle, you sit in a meeting all day, you're using your brain, not your physical stuff. So yes, you do gain weight, and I've already noticed a little bit. So I did a little bit of exercise this morning, and hopefully I can stay on top of it, but fuck me, we'll see. It's so yes, my first board meeting was awesome. It was chicken. Scott, Mystery and Emmett would know. Scott Buchan, chicken, is on the board too, and Big Murray Obstein is on the board as well. He's our chair, so it was interesting. You just go in and you deal with problems in your industry and deal with lots of stuff. I've never been. I've done some training before, like through a gay leadership program, but I've never done that yet. I've never been this far. You've done some mock board meetings, but you don't really know until you get into the actual board meeting that, holy shit. And then I can spin it to Mark Hamill. So Mark Hamill, I think I was going to talk about him the other day. He is the chair. He is Emmett Foster's chair on the Dairy Farmers of Ontario. Great guy. He was the chair of Gay Lee for a long time. Then he was on Gay Lee when I was there, gay. And then he is now the DFO chair, and he was very supportive. He came right up to me at the chicken meeting and said, congratulations, and I knew you'd be there, and I knew you'd do it. So that's the support you can get from him, and support you get from other people really help you along. So I think I got stalled on my 4-H calves, but yeah, Brianne said she's going to give me some 4-H calves. Now that Emmett's on here, he can listen a little bit too. So Brianne's going to give me a couple 4-H calves, and hopefully she gives me this program of feeding and caring, and I know there's different things. I just feed the calves usually to grow and milk eventually, not this show program. So I said to Brianne, hold on, KJ, I got to have my unedited water break. There you go. Davy J's 50. I'm just reading that again. Davy J is 50. I thought he was, I think he was in 97. So I only thought he was a year younger. So I thought he was 51 this year. So, but whatever. So Brianne's going to get us a couple 4-H calves. And my daughter's like, do you know the names of the calves yet? I said, I don't know the freaking names yet. I'm not going to, I had so much going on. I did not get into that with her. So Norm Macdonald joke. I got to do the Norm Macdonald joke. And I can't use my phone for this. I'm just going to wing his joke. It says this city farmer moves. I already screwed up. City guy moves to the country, buys a little property. He's next to a farmer. They're talking on the fence one day, and the farmer says, "Why don't you come over to my place tonight and we'll have a little party? We're having a party, a bunch of food, a little bit of food, a little bit of fucking, a little bit of fighting." He goes, "Holy crap!" He says, "This is a little bit more than I wanted, but I said I've always wanted." Join in with the farm community. He says, what time should I show up? He goes, doesn't matter, it'll just be the two of us. So that's a Norm Macdonald joke. Trade and tariffs and Trump. I think I started with that, but holy fucking shit. Now he thinks we're going to be his 51st state. I tell him, Sutton Jim the other night, I said, I don't know how that would work, because I wouldn't mind turning my Canadian dollars into American dollars. That wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, would it? And you could just travel down to Florida whenever you want. You don't have to worry about the border and all this other stuff. But I don't know what the hell he's trying to do. I don't know what he's trying to do. If he's trying to get rid of every tariff there is, it's weird what he's talking about. I mean, obviously, if they wanted to take us over, they got a pretty damn good military. They could surround us in a hurry. Now, mind you, I don't think we'd go down without a fight. So I don't know what the hell he's trying to do. We'll see. Time will tell. I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. If he's trying to make his country stronger, he's not trying to make it stronger by nobody buying stuff from him. So it hits hard with with all the industry and dairy farmers and chicken farmers and even pork and beef and every grains and whatnot, it just to put tariffs on our products, we rely on trade quite a bit for a lot of those products and a lot of our excess products too. So it's not very nice when your neighbor screws you like that. So let's just play nice, be friends. So we are getting down to my last. So yeah, almost the end of March break. My daughter had training. I did hockey, so she had training 2 times a week. And hockey playoffs are almost done, and then everybody is ramping up for what do you call it, tryouts. So it's amazing. It's funny as hell because everybody's talking. I was talking to this one parent the other night, and her kid is not, as we say, great. I'm not going to say any names. Is great, but she says, "Oh, this organization wants him, and this organization wants him." I said, "Holy fucking shit! Have you ever watched your kid play? Like, I'm not saying my daughter is like the most amazing player ever, but I'm not bragging about this and that. It's just some parents get so sidetracked, and then at the end of the day, even if this kid was great, he's not making anything else other than just beer league hockey. Let's put it that way. So it's funny as hell. You kind of keep to yourself with your opinions. I am this year. I'm not saying shit this year. Last year I said too much. I got in trouble. So we'll see what happens. Thank you for where the hell's my secretary? Autumn, get in here. You gotta get my secretary going. Let's see. I gotta get my music. Like, what the hell? Autumn, well, thanks for listening. All 4 of you people, thanks very much, Bell Vegas. We'll talk to you later. Enjoy your March break and enjoy the sunshine. It's supposed to rain like fucking hell today, but we'll see. Talk to you later. Thanks for listening, boys and girls.